Hey, how we doing, guys?
Morning, everyone.
Joe here.
Kevin.
So Barry, season two, last episode, pretty good. It was really pushing the plot forward there.
Yeah. Um, it was kind of funny because we mentioned at the end of the episode, I think it was you who noticed we were 3 episodes into an 8 episode season, right?
Yeah.
And Barry hasn't killed anybody.
No,
And he came close. He had an
shot somebody.
opportunity. Yeah, but he didn't kill anyone.
Uh-huh.
He's had multiple opportunities to,
Yes.
right? And he hasn't. And we're like, is he going to go this whole season without killing anybody? Is that a possibility? And then Sam shows up and Barry looked like he's about to lose it. I'm like, maybe this is the guy that knocks him off the wagon, you know?
So we're about halfway through the season now.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, exactly halfway. This is
Yeah,
the fourth
after
episode.
this one, this will be half, right?
So I think if it doesn't happen in this episode, they're gonna save it, or he might not.
Do you think they would go the last 3 seasons of this show? I mean, they could.
This season, at least, I don't know.
Without,
I think he will. I think he will.
I
Eventually.
think he will, but you also have to wonder, like, this is a show that definitely isn't following a traditional structure or course. There are surprises, you know?
What I think they're trying to show and really elaborate on is that he is a ticking time bomb, because
That's fair. Right.
they told the story, or they started to tell the story about what actually happened in the valley
Right.
when he was overseas, and he gives that look where he like turns around. He's
The same look he gave Sam, right?
gives the same look
Exactly.
in
Yeah.
episode. So I think that just goes to show this guy's a time bomb.
So do you think it's going to be? I mean, it makes sense. This is a situation where Barry's bottling it, and
Yeah.
then like he might like do something like kill Sam like really publicly or really graphically. You know what I mean? Like the bottle exploding, right? The pressure
Yeah.
builds up and it explodes.
Well, publicly, if he was gonna do it publicly, I think that's gonna be like I think that's a season finale.
Sure. No, I agree. I would agree with that. Yeah.
I,
Or brutally. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like maybe because he is like kind of like an embodiment of rage almost. Like
Sure.
he doesn't really compartmentalize his feelings very well.
Does not.
So I think I think we're gonna see a more aggressive Barry as the season goes on. I think we're gonna see more of that rage spill out. I
Yeah.
mean, because he's kind of under a lot of pressure right now.
No, he is from a lot of different directions. He's training Hank's guys, and obviously, if he doesn't do well with that, he's at risk of him or his girlfriend getting hurt.
I love that line in the last episode. My guy suck balls.
Yeah, yeah. It's I'm eager to see if and when and how Barry falls off the wagon as
Yeah.
far as killing someone.
That's a good way of putting it. It's almost like an addiction for him, you know? Like
No, for sure.
He can't help himself.
It's how he's hardwired, and I think poor Sam's going to be in trouble.
Well, not poor Sam. Sam seems like he's a
Well,
monster.
right, but I just mean like Sam's the one that's going to
He's gonna pay for it.
he's
Yeah.
going to pay for it, right?
Which that's kind of a big deal that he shows up. Why is Sam there?
Right.
Well, I guess Sally was talking to her friend.
Yeah, I would lay odds that the reason he's there now is because the friend and Sam live in the same town. Because I think
Yeah.
she said that
She was
she's back
FaceTiming her friend.
she's
Yeah.
back home wherever that was.
Yeah.
And so I feel like she knows Sam, and they probably talked about, hey, Sally's doing
A play
a
about
play
you.
about you, and he's probably there to be like, oh, don't be telling people my business.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you're an abusive husband. Screw you. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I
Right.
mean, that's you burned your bridge there, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I would assume just because of the timing that's kind of what happened.
Mhm.
Because I don't think Sally reached out to him.
No, I doubt
At least
it.
that we saw.
Well, the show is it's a lot of show no tell.
For sure.
So we'll see. Maybe she
Right.
did contact him in some way, but she did seem surprised to see him there. So who knows?
Right.
Um,
And we've also got Fuchs,
just gonna say
who
that. Yeah.
I can't tell if at this point, when Barry kind of made up with him, if he's still interested in burning Barry with the police or not, you know?
Oh my God, Fuchs is so hot and cold with Barry. You know, I mean, like he's like a child.
No, he's a child. Like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Well, I love you. Well, I love you too. Like, what?
I'm always gonna think of the moment beginning of the season when he's like, "I'm a law and order guy," you know, not gonna
Correct.
get my DNA. You know,
In the pop can.
that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
And that is a microcosm of Fuchs, right?
Yeah.
It's all this. All this.
He's a barking dog.
He really is, isn't
Yeah.
he? You kick him once, he's going off in the corner.
Yes, yeah.
And I do not advocate kicking dogs.
No,
by
don't
the
kick
way.
your
Don't
dogs.
kick your
Please.
dogs. Yeah.
Don't do that.
But just saying that Fuchs is
As far as expressions go.
yeah, Fuchs is a poser, right? What
Yeah.
what Holden Caulfield would call a big phony.
Yeah. Good call. Actually, yeah. Catching the ride there.
Right. So if you want to welcome a few new Patreon subscribers the last few days, guys. So Sari, Thomas Hansen, Samantha Hadley, Jamie Jamie Kane, I think. Hyunjin Sherband. I'm
Yes.
sorry. And Sam Bristow. Thanks, guys, for welcome. We appreciate you being here.
We really do. If you guys are watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind, hit the like button for us. Leave us a comment down below, and please, please, please hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the new content we've coming your way.
Yeah. Now, if you want to watch a full reaction to this episode of Barry and everything else we've watched or are watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page.
It's fun.
It is, and there's a lot going on over there.
I've been booking a lot of work, actually. I've been getting lots of parts. That was one of my smaller ones, but I've
Why
got
is she
these new
trying to
agents.
justify herself
they're really great.
to him?
But the other day you mentioned that you were speaking to Kate about a play?
Yeah, I'm playing you in
Yeah,
it.
no, that's not sort of.
Headed to San Diego on business.
Oh, San Diego. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he going to go kill him in San Diego? That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Staying at the Valley Inn and Suites, Studio City.
Don't
All these
tell him where
cities,
you
right?
are, man.
Good to see you, Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, bud.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate being called butter buddy. That's not my.
Yeah.
That's not my favorite.
It's really patronizing, isn't it?
It is, right?
Yeah.
You call a little kid buddy your buddy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
My favorite flavor of all ice creams is Rocky Road. Yesterday, I got to soft serve machine, and Cristobal has had my flavor replaced with cookie dough.
This is such a dumb gripe.
And Barry,
Oh man, what's happening?
Whoa, whoa,
Need some fucking game? Need some fucking game?
whoa. He's taking out his anger at Sam on this poor guy.
I mean, it's the Marine coming out there a little bit.
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Берег говорит, что нельзя отстрелять.
I would be not there.
Your story is that your
The translator's
father,
still there.
you know, sounds.
I can make it. I've done that
I think it's
Right.
more powerful if you see it as well.
I think it's more powerful if you vomit, actually.
Yes.
Oh my god.
We're done. You got it? Oh, that's your line. It's, oh, baby,
No,
please.
I know.
It's weird that we're still going with this angle that didn't actually happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see you again, right? But then he asked us out to dinner, and you seemed pretty down for it, and I was surprised.
That's fair.
Mm.
Because that didn't happen, yeah.
I never stood up to him.
There we go.
I mean, I think I curled into bed with him afterwards. And I think,
Oh, that's so
that
sad.
I held him. I mean, I might have even said, I love you, for fuck's sake. I left. But I mean, he was asleep.
That's compelling.
Yeah, it is.
Tell that story.
But then it was just, it was like years of just like beatings and apologies and
That's right.
That's the cycle, man. That's what happens. Yeah.
Just because you're in this class doesn't mean that you can't have secrets.
That's true too, right? You don't owe them the access to your personal life.
Yeah.
He's a pro, right? I trained him. You think he's gonna, let himself walk into some kind of situation where he's gonna blurt everything out?
Now I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen.
I think so, yeah.
With the way that was set
Yeah.
up, yeah.
I can't tell whose side Fuke's on right now.
I can't either because it felt like he was on Barry's, but not now.
Get him here.
Is that what that says?
Get him here.
Yeah, no, that's not what
There's
that
no
says.
way.
Okay, great. Where are you?
The address. Yeah, let me find the address. It's I'm at the Hollywood.
He's gonna
Palmview
write it
Hotel.
down?
It's
It's
near
not gonna be-
Universal.
no.
And the address. The address is 10729
I like it,
Vineland
yeah.
Avenue.
Here's the thing. Barry's going to get out of this.
Yeah, there's 4 seasons.
There's 4
of the show,
seasons,
yeah.
right? The question is how? Does Fuchs grow a conscience and stop him or help him?
We said the same thing in season 1 when he with
That's
Moss,
true
you know.
too, right? Yeah.
You want to get a meal sometime?
A meal. Leo and me having a meal. Okay, I'm gonna airdrop you my info.
Oh my God.
Hey, listen, you want to come in for some tea? You want some whiskey?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you're still your mother's son.
I'll try you.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
Okay.
You made an effort.
He did.
I get that.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
Oh, I look forward to it.
I've got daddy issues. I'm with Leo here.
Oh.
Sam
I
there.
was going to say,
gonna waste the rest of my
playing
life
Sam and
watching it all
empathizing
pass
with
me
Sam when he
by.
wants to kill Sam,
You wanna
that freak
choke
is
me?
there.
This could completely fuck up my life. She's lucky I don't get my lawyer involved.
That's your problem, not mine. Go.
Oh boy. Yikes.
And don't forget, I fucked her first.
Oh,
I got it when that shit was tight.
kill him.
Oh, come
Kill him.
on, man.
Kill him.
I am walking out that door and
Don't answer it. Yeah, good.
no,
She's doing this last time speech, but she's going to answer the phone for him.
'cause
I love the juxtaposition of that.
Yeah.
Look, I know you don't want to see me, but I have something that could you swing by my hotel?
No.
Come into my room.
Do not
Sally,
go up
my
to his
flight's at
room.
10. I gotta pack.
Well, they're doing the non-linear thing. What if she goes there and she finds him dead?
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Stay back. Don't go into the room and let the
Sally.
door close.
No.
I wasn't thinking, and I freaked out. Also, things back home have been hard. I haven't been in the best headspace.
God, get away from this guy.
Yeah, this guy's the worst. This guy's the worst.
Well, what's going on at home?
Sally!
It's great to see you.
Yeah.
Get out of the room.
And, you know,
the music is like freaking me out here.
Yeah.
I totally.
So you won't do the play then?
Oh my God, get out of the room.
How about you just grow up and don't do it?
Get out of the room!
Like before.
Oh my God.
Kick my ass or something.
Whoa.
I don't know. I'm not his mother. Maybe he's not coming.
You said you built his mind. Fuck.
What is this guy's deal?
I know, right? He's the worst cop of all
He is,
time.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, I need to talk to you.
Just listen, okay? Do not come here, you got it? And do not call me again. I cannot talk to you. Do you understand?
No.
He's trying to help him out. Yep.
I almost did something really stupid, man, and
I am blocking your number. Do not contact me anymore.
That was actually a really cool move on Fuchs's part.
It was.
It made me mad.
What'd you do? You thump him up? Huh? Did you throw him a little high heat? A little chin music? Hey, Barry, we're both alphas. Would you pick one horse and ride it?
That's
Now,
a good metaphor.
What happened with Albert? Listen to me, son. There are no accidents. You started writing this story for a reason. The
That's probably
very
true,
same
too,
reason
yeah.
you came here tonight. I promise you, I will not look at you differently. What happened?
And here it is again.
Yeah.
So this is clearly the mind space he went into.
Yeah.
The wind again, right? Like when he's looking at Sam, the wind again. Yeah.
What are you doing? Why? Fucking shut out! Barry, stop! It's not the guy! What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking insane? You were across the street on the roof, you fucking psycho!
Then they sent me to a hospital in Germany. And, a family friend pulled some strings and got me discharged.
Fuchs. That's his origin story. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So here's my advice. You never tell that story again as long as you live, because basically, you killed somebody, and you got away with it.
You're gonna look at me like I'm a murderer, like I'm a violent piece of shit.
Barry, listen to me. I have a son. I was terrible to this son. I was cruel. I was selfish.
Oh, I like this from Gene.
And there's nothing I can do to change that. And I pray that human beings can change their nature.
Wow.
Because if we can't, then you and I are in deep trouble. You didn't beat that guy up, did you? You came here
Yeah.
Yeah. Or kill him. That's really
talking
what's
about
gonna
your
happen.
feelings instead of acting out your feelings. I reached out to him after years and years and years. I got a big fuck you, Dad. But today, he brought me strawberries.
This is the most likable Gene's been
It really is.
so far in the show.
You did a terrible thing. But do I think that defines you? No. We're gonna work through this.
That's really sweet.
It is, actually.
This might be the actually
Gene,
nice
Gene was a
moment.
lot more clutch in this than I thought he was going to be.
He really is. Is he trying
He's trying to get away.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty high. This is something I would... Oh,
He's way too high. Okay, he's gonna die if he falls off this.
I don't think he's death height, but he's break your legs height.
Yeah.
Fuchs!
Oh my god.
Barry? Hey, what are you doing up there?
He's gonna
I
fall.
can't find something.
How'd he get up there so fast?
Hey, you're not gonna believe this. The best thing happened. It's amazing. Barry, no, shit.
You know what happened in the war, what we do together, even the things I don't like about myself that I regret, like killing Moss, I don't have to live with that regret anymore. What?
Now, how do you get out of this?
Hey, Barry. I know that was you on the lipstick cam. And Moss was onto you, so you killed her.
Please, let me talk to him.
Shut up!
Hey, Loach, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. Shut up!
I'm sorry about Janice.
Moss?
What? Is he talking about his wife?
That's Ronnie Broxton. He's fucking my wife. You get rid of him. All of this goes away.
What?
Oh my god.
That's what this is about?
What?
That's the name of the
Oh
episode.
my god!
That's amazing.
That was so good.
That's amazing. I've got goosebumps.
This might be my favorite episode of the show so far. Because there was a lot to unpack there.
He still hasn't killed me. He hasn't killed me.
And now he's going to have to. He's going to... I mean, look at it.
Seemingly, yeah.
He's going to have to either kill this guy...
Or go to jail.
Or he's going to have to kill the cop.
Well...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to kill one of the two to get out of it.
Sure. Unless he wants to come clean and the cop goes to prison too. Which that's not going to happen.
No,
probably.
definitely not. Or Fuchs might kill the cop. That's a possibility.
I like that.
I would like that too. Because that's the only way that I can see Barry and Fuchs moving forward.
It's hard to talk about the show and be like, oh yeah, they should kill this person. We don't advocate violence, guys.
We're talking about narrative
as
violence.
far as the show goes.
Right, yeah, of course.
It's like the Tarantino interview. Because it's so much fun, Jan.
Yeah, right.
But no, like... I need a second to unpack all of this. Oh my god!
First off, this episode had some hilarious moments, but also built tension so well.
Oh my god!
Like the whole
I'm
thing,
a little sweaty, really,
right? Like the whole thing with Barry losing it and driving over, and Sally going over, and like the way they paced and built that up with Sam and Barry and Sally, the three of them. I was sure that Sam was going to die there.
Yeah,
right up until the moment it didn't happen.
I was thinking that Hader directed this episode. He did not. But that was very well directed. I mean, honestly.
Oh no, it was shot really well. The music went well. It was edited really well.
Yeah.
Like I said, that is
a great lesson in how to build tension in a show.
Sure.
Honestly.
I mean, this is considered a comedy series, and the way they built tension there was fantastic.
It makes you want to bite your nails. Like I said, I'm a little sweaty. I got goosebumps. That was incredibly well done, and also like the gotcha moment at the very end, like the fake out of like, we think he's going to go to jail. We think the jig's up. And he just wants him to kill somebody.
And a shout out to how they lay out exposition on this show. Like the backstory that we finally get with what happened at the end of Barry's tour in Afghanistan. Yeah. To get it now, finally, and it's a confession between Barry and Jean.
Yeah. So here we were thinking this whole time that like it's the military's fault that he's a killer. You know what I mean? Like
I thought that's what I assumed in the first season,
but no,
for sure.
He's a guy who cracked.
Yeah.
He's a guy who cracked under pressure, and you know, I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, war is a horrible thing. It's an atrocity. And, like, you know, people handle it in different ways. But he murdered somebody, though.
Well, I think back to when he shot those three guys, and we never saw them, so we don't know if they were doing anything other than just being outside, right? Yeah. And they got and there was like it was like a celebration, and he was in on the celebration.
Yeah.
I think Barry is naturally a bit of a sociopathic person.
Yeah, after that, especially.
Right. I was like, no, he enjoyed killing these three guys. And I like
the positive reinforcement.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
And I finally belong to something. Yeah, man, you're a murderer.
So the answer to every situation then is, I'm just gonna kill him.
Yeah, I mean that's who he is. And that's not, I mean, this goes without saying, it's not healthy, but it's not human. Right? You know what I mean? That's not a human reaction.
No, this is
like
clearly an already disturbed guy.
Right.
That was thrust into a situation that's very unfortunate.
I wasn't on board with him killing Sam, and I think Sam is human garbage.
I was, but like that's the show's narrative.
For the show's narrative, I think you're supposed to be, right?
In real life, you just ignore.
You're like, oh, so Sam, who deserves this, is going to get killed, and that's what's going to get Barry back into being a killer. Yeah. I still don't. I'm like, yeah, he's trash. Maybe he should be in prison. Maybe his wife should leave him.
Yeah.
You know, there should be consequences.
Karma.
But I don't think Barry shooting him in the head is the right thing to do.
In real life, violence solves nothing.
Well, especially when you consider the fact that Barry wasn't going to do it for any other reason than he made Barry mad.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think it's he has this weird protectiveness over Sally, you know?
Sure,
in many ways he sees Sally as a second chance.
Right.
And so he's going to do anything to keep that second chance.
It's not a healthy reaction.
It's not at all. We know Barry's not a healthy guy.
Right.
He's trying. I mean, obviously him going to see Kusino and like him getting that weight lifted off of him, I guess.
Well, remember, he didn't know Sally was in any danger. He didn't know Sally was there. He literally thought Sam said something really crappy to him. When it was really douchey.
It was horrible. Yeah.
So Barry's reaction is, "I'm so mad, I'm going to kill you." That is not a healthy leap to make. You know,
he's like, "You disrespected my girlfriend, so I'm gonna
exactly, and that's ultimately what it was. Sam isn't perceived as a threat to Sally because Sally's ultimately staying away from him, at least when Barry's not around, and he decides, yeah, you said something about my girlfriend, I'm going to murder you, and that leap is crazy.
Well, I wanted to talk about the Sally thing earlier in the episode. So, like, somebody pointed out on Patreon, she is a victim of abuse, so
She is,
that
for
kind of
sure.
informs all. It really informs the way she is.
No, yeah,
It makes us see her in a different light. Has she been
For
terrible?
sure.
Yeah, big time. She's a little conceited, but now you get why.
Right, of course. Yeah, I mean, I didn't. You don't hate. I mean, most people, when you look at television shows, if they're well done, there's going to be a backstory for why they are how they are. Right.
Yeah.
Marvel made their money on doing that. Right.
Yeah.
Here's our villain. Here's their
origin
backstory.
story,
Here's why they're bad people. Blah blah blah. Whatever. And I'm not trying to be dismissive, but the idea is, yeah, I assume that Sally had some type of childhood trauma. You know, even in season 1, like, wow, Sally had a rough upbringing because she's so insecure and trying to overcompensate by making like the world is about me now. As she's trying to come out of that, like to find her sense of self-worth. Something happened.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's a bad person.
No,
right?
No.
And I think
just a very broken person.
But it was interesting this episode to see that she was more sympathetic to Sam than she's been to any other person in the show.
Look, we're not victims of abusive relationships. Like, we don't have that
The
perspective.
physical abuse, right? Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, everybody's had some sort of like rough relationship, obviously, but like in this specific situation, I don't know what that entails or what that would do to somebody in terms of like, do you feel like you owe that person something after it's over? You know, maybe she's holding on to the fact that she should have said something that she
Right.
was
And again, I'm not trying to mansplain anything.
No.
Just trying to understand it. But the only thing I'll say about it is it's not uncommon.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
We're not psychologists, but
we're not psychologists, but it's a common story, you know, that these abusers get away with doing it for a long time until they don't, and this is no different. So there's something about the psychology of the abuse that keeps the power really over the person being abused, to where they can't. Sometimes it seems to be a little codependent. Again, not a psychologist. I'm sure I'm saying dumb things right now. Some people will correct me, but that's just the sense that I get.
I don't think
that
you're
there's
off, though.
that there's a codependence that happens when this of trying to make this. Make the abuse better, like I'm letting this person down and they're abusing me. So what can I do better to not be abused?
And she's still kind of hanging on to that.
And she's still right, because she never should have. You know, in an irrational situation, she never should have gone to his hotel.
No.
She shouldn't have answered the phone, and she definitely shouldn't have gone up to the room.
Oh, that was driving me crazy.
It was dangerous, right? Yeah,
shut behind her. You know, hats off to like shows, genre films and genre TV shows in general, because in a genre piece, horror, action,
right,
whatever you want to call this, you can really explore stuff like that.
Yeah,
and really get into it.
Yeah, they really went to some dark places here with this one, for sure.
Because if this was an outright drama where everything was sad and it wasn't funny, it'd be tough to watch, right?
Right.
Like, it'd be a real slog to get through because of the serious nature of it. Whereas this is a fun show, you can deal with stuff like this, feel some catharsis from it, and really like look at it and dissect it like we are right now. You know.
Sure. Here's my final question before we sign off. Just where we are halfway through season 2. How are we supposed to feel about Barry?
I have empathy for him.
I had more empathy for him in the first season than I do now.
Really?
Yeah.
I think because he's making an effort now, and he genuinely feels for what he's done. He does have the self-preservation, and look, he's not a good guy.
No.
I think he definitely deserves to go to prison.
Right.
But
He's for sure, for Moss and for Chris, if nothing else.
Yeah, man, and for countless other people that he's just murdered, you know, and even his story in Afghanistan. Like, I mean,
no, for sure, right?
In real life, those people, you go to jail, you know, and I just think that he's actively tortured by that.
Right.
And he's making an effort, even though he's he's in too deep.
You're right.
In way too deep.
You're right. There is an empathetic space to be found for the fact that he's trying, right?
It's affecting him. It really is.
But we don't get the backstory on him that we get for Sally as far as why is he like this. And I'm not comparing the two as far as who they are. Sally is a significantly better person than Barry is. Her flaws don't get people killed.
I kind of feel bad for we kind of crapped on her in season 1, you know what I mean?
But I think you were supposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel like we saw her in the first season. I think the show laid it out that I think it's brilliant writing. I think we're supposed to like, yay, we're on Barry's side. He's our protagonist. Boo, Sally's being a bad girlfriend to him. And I think the show's kind of sticking us with the needle for that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, now as we get into season 2 and we get to know the characters better, are you sure that you were right to do that?
You can really pull back the layers, yeah.
Right, yeah. Are you sure you were right for feeling like Sally's being a bad girlfriend, friend, whatever to Barry,
Yeah.
and poor Barry's really trying? Where it's like, no, Barry's the actual monster here, and
He's the monster.
Sally's the one who's really trying.
I like the conversation with Gene and Barry. Can human beings change their nature?
I do too. That was Gene at his best as a character. That was Gene really stepping up.
I mean, the show might take a cynical look at that. It certainly hinted at that with the
Right.
whole. Let me get my ledger.
For sure. It was great that even after all of that, it really still reminded you who Gene was.
Yeah.
Gene is Gene.
I'm hopeful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe. I try to stay optimistic. I like to think that we can.
I definitely am hoping that Gene's emerging relationship with his son makes him a better person. I don't think Barry's there to make anybody a better person.
Nah.
That's not this isn't Barry's role, but I do think that it's possible that Gene and his son together might make Gene a better person.
I think so, and I hope so. I really do. So
we'll see.
We've got plenty of the show left, and I can't wait to see what happens the next episode.
Yeah, this was a tense episode.
It really was.
We'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See ya.